stopped myself. I felt that, doing interview might be too big now, that there's no way they're gonna say yes. Doing interview with Garma, who I think he did. Yeah, everybody said yes, and I was really surprised when I began that Ben really, not enjoying doing interview, but still doing it after all these years.
Yeah, of course. I mean, doing interviews is a big part of touring and everything, so of course.
Yeah, but sometimes, journalists are just assholes, or I don't know, sometimes you guys are doing very well.
Yeah, but I mean, we're still part of the scene and everybody's nice in the scene. I mean, there's no, paparazzi journalism going on,
It's true.
I actually I did one interview in Sweden, just for a magazine, like a serious magazine, kind of like a political magazine too. And then when I got the interview, they tried to make a scoop out of everything I said. Like I was like, no, I'm not such a good guitar player. Then they wrote like, okay, he can't even play guitar and blah blah blah. It's like over exaggerating everything I said. It's crazy. But that's the first time ever I ever experienced something like that.
You know what? One thing I think is cool right now is just there's a track in the industry right now. And one thing is cool that those guys with huge paparazzi or huge scene, they are gonna fall down, man. And you guys are gonna keep doing it because at first it was tough. It was really tough. And you did it and you make it because for a good reason, man. Art, passion, because you love it, because you love the scene, and you're still here. And most of those guys will not be there.
No, exactly, yeah.
It's an interesting time, I think.
Yeah.
When you're ready, Eric, I'm gonna say, I just did you Macadam.
Yeah, sure.
If it works.
Does it?
Hey, this is DJ Podcast Dead, man. I'm gonna introduce yourself.
I'm Eric, guitar player of Millencolin, here in Quebec City, enjoying Canadian red beer.
You got a glass Molson X, and I used to collect glass.
Yeah.
And it's pretty rare, a Molson X glass. Do you drink Molson?
Do you want the glass after the interview?
Yes.
Good.
I really
good. I will drink what's inside it first.
Oh, of course, because you guys playing tonight.
I don't know if it's Molson or it might be Molson. Is it?
The red Canadian beer there?
It's Canadian beer, but I think they said some other name of the beer though. So I'm not sure it's Molson in there. Canadian beer though.
Yeah, true. Molson are huge. They do Budweiser out here.
Yeah, I know. But I'm pretty sure that they said some other name of the beer inside the glass.
Eric is pretty cool. He drink our beer. Fat Mike told me that we got the worst beer in the world.
They got the worst beer in the world. Bud Light and Coors Light are the worst beer in the world.
He was saying like German beer are the best. But
no, not even that. Not even that. Some American beer is really good, like Sam Adams, for example, is one of my favorite beers. So I mean, just like I don't like the. In Germany you get the Becks and you get some other beers too that's just like taste nothing. I want some taste in my beer. And the red beer is really good.
Cool. So Eric just destroyed what Fat Mike said. We got some great beers up here.
Yeah.
Not every, but some kind.
Yeah, totally.
And beers are part of the show at Millencolin. You guys are still partying after all those years. I said that, it's crazy, man. Most of the bands started up right now because the scene is really different from what it used to be when you started up.
Yeah.
And after 3 years, 6 years, they broke up, man. Because, they want to do like a big thing, like have a big hit on radio, making money, and make the best of it as fast as they can.
Yeah.
But it's a roller coaster. If you go fast, you go fast down. And you guys are still here.
Yeah, thanks. You're totally right about that. That's the question I always get asked these days. Is like, how do you get big? How do you get popular? And the thing was, when we started this band, there was not a question about getting popular in the first place or make a living out of this or anything like that. It's just like we did this from our heart, and that's what we still do. But we can live out of it. So, but it's just like. So many bands start out of their own reason, especially like this is supposed to be punk rock, you're not supposed to start off your band like making a living out of it.
It's
or
true,
whatever.
it's true, and I think it's great to see like men like you guys that been pushing up like our local scene. Because there are you kind of little band you play with out here every time you came, and I think it's a great reward for them and make them understand that there's no border anymore. You know, okay, CDs not sell anymore. I think it sucks because you guys work your ass, you create it. But in case people realize, buy shirt, buy anything you can, stickers, CDs. But buy it at the band when you go to show. It helps continue and make it
Or just buy. I mean, buy music in the first place. Buy it off iTunes. Buy it out in the CD, especially CD stores, because I hate like all these local record stores that going out of business. But I mean, especially like buy the music still.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, of course it's just some megabytes on a file, but I mean, still buy the music.
Remember when you started up, guys? Did you felt? I was not. Did you feel that the scene will change that? I don't know. It's really big. It's a huge change right now.
No, I never really thought of it, but I mean, you can't fight technology. I mean, if an MP3 is, like I said, what is it, like 3 or 4 megabytes? I mean, that's nothing. You download it this quick. I mean, you know, feature films in high def. You download it in 10 minutes or something. I mean, so it's just that's what that you know when you put your soul into making something like an album or everything, you have your whole idea with everything. You're in the studio and you're doing the whole thing, and then the result is something you can download in 30 seconds. That's just something like what?
It's like making food.
Yeah.
You pass like 8 hours making food, and it took like less than 1 hour to eat it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a crazy thing, but I mean you can't fight it. But I don't know a solution of this, but it's just strange, you know.
I think that what I say, I meet tons of bands, and what I realize is that band that's going on the longest time is band that's still having fun doing it, and that are still friends together. And I think that Millencolin is a huge family, and I really felt that you guys still having fun with it. And people that see you having fun, and they want to have fun too. So it's part of the deal.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, totally. I mean, we're doing this because we love doing this, and we've been doing this for a very long time now. But I mean, we still enjoy it as much. Actually, being on stage is more fun than ever. And I mean, today we're gonna play songs we haven't played live. Some songs. There are some songs never played live before. Yeah.
Wow, man.
So I'm actually a little bit nervous. I got my guitar in my hotel room, and I thought I would have time today to, do a final rehearsal.
And you know what? He wanted to do it, but there's DJ Macadam showing up.
No. I was actually updating our homepage today. We did like a Penbridge tour blog on our homepage today. That took the whole day.
That's what I want to say when I said first. It's just like there's bands that realize the impact that the album they did on fans are huge, and they make it. And I think it's a great way because for fans, you really felt that fans still care about you. And it's just like there's so many bands that's out there. We hate it.
We did that. I mean, not that album. That album has always been like one of our favorites. But I know, when you release an album as a band, you want to play the new stuff because that's fun to you. But of course, when I go to those show, I want to hear Sticky Mind, and I want to hear those classic songs because I love those. I like the new stuff too, but I love the old ones. And of course, that's the same deal with people who like Millencolin too. So, but this time around, the idea came up because we did Penbridge Pioneers. Penbridge is the name of our hometown translated into English. And this local club in our hometown had their final night where they just moved, but they couldn't be around in that building anymore. So we were the last. A bit too big to play that small venue, but we know the owners and everything. I got my skateboard contest, and we always have the parties there. So as a favor, we were the last band on the stage. And we said but we can't just do a Millencolin show, we need to do something special. So we played Penbridge Pioneers from first to last song. And when we promoted that show, we got tons of mails like, bring down tour, we want to see that. And people came from Brazil and everywhere to to Örebro to check out that show, which was, we were like, what the fuck? So we felt like we owe it to our fans to take this on tour. And now it's perfect timing because the Machine 15 album has been out for a while, we toured that, and we're about to write a new album, but we still haven't really started, so it's perfect timing to just do this. And it's kind of cool because our booking agency, but our booking agency got so much great response, so we got like, they want to book us everywhere. That's really, really good.
You deserve it. I said, money are still there, but there's not much more. And I think it's a reward for it, You give a reward to fans, and it's the same. You give a reward. They want to hear it again, because I think that just Trevor said it, in music you can live forever. And what you create and stay fucking long time. I think that's it was like, you said Machine 15, it's a great album. You guys with experience and everything, you're going home, you learn, and it's an accomplishment when you see the album, because it's work for more people, sometimes more in the band, and to collide that in one record, and the experience, the show, it's always getting better.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And like I said, that's really our favorite Millencolin album. It was the start of a new direction of Millencolin, because the three first albums we were kind of looking at No Effects, looking at Better Lady, looking at Operation Ivy, and trying to copy that sound, as Swedish people, trying to copy the American sound. But with that album, we had grown so much, and we felt that it was time to do something that sounded Millencolin. We didn't. That album is not really influenced by any other bands, really. In general, of course, also bands, but it felt like we could try to do like our own sound, and I think that's the album when the new Millencolin sound was created. So.
You do it for that way, but you do it yourself too.
Yeah, totally.
You want to evaluate, expand, creating your style. You don't want to stick like doing the same fucking shit every time.
No, exactly, but it's kind of funny because now we've kind of gone around it, because both Home From Home, Kingwood, and especially Machine 15, we tried to, do something new with Millencolin the whole time. But now it feels like it's kind of fun to look back, though, because it's been so many years. What made this album so popular, and what did we do back then that made this album turn out pretty good? So now it's kind of funny, because now we're getting influenced by ourselves 10 years back. And that's kind of a new influence too, because we never look to ourselves. And maybe the new album will also look back at kind of where I'm not going to tell too much, but it might go in that direction.
Wow. Not too much thing, but it's a great thing. There's so many bands that don't realize, they forget about the past and they don't care anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. I mean, tons of my favorite bands. And when you are in a band, you don't realize this, because you're so up in what you do, and you wanna be, create new stuff. But bands I like, they always end up making worse and worse and worse albums. I don't want to be one of those bands, I want to make great albums, but we never, really gave. Of course, we gave up some of the ska stuff and all, but that was back a ways. That was a part of a time when we were kind of, making the Millencolin sound in a way. But it's kind of fun to look back at what we did, and when you succeeded as a band, look back at that. It's a new way of thinking for us, which is good.
It's great. Guys, we're going to play tonight at Envol in Macadam for the first time.
Crazy drummer. Yeah.
No, it's true.
I guess scared of that dude.
I was. No, it's true. You gotta play at Hôtel in Macadam. It's, I think it's a great festival because they really put punk bands, But we cannot say punks, They put really great bands from the music scene that really need again. There was a huge wave, and like those days, really down. It's really tough. But you guys are still here playing out in Macadam. They're strung out playing too. There's not much about that in that. I really love that festival. And I want to see. It's like
I haven't
My
been there
English
yet.
is not good to describe our punk here. It's really something.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I haven't been to the site yet because today's just been like we arrived really late last night, and so our crew's been there, building up the stage. But we're leaving in a couple of minutes, so it's gonna be fun for sure. I'm really excited.
You are not one of those bands making sucky album every time. You're great, man. Love you guys. Thank you
Thanks,
very
man. Thanks, man.
much, man. And there's still beer in that glasses. Thank you very much.
Your glass, if you want it.
Thank you. Are you gonna see? It's gonna be a great show tonight.